What up, everybody? It's your boy Ash, guys. I'm coming to you with my review of My Hero Academia Manga Chapter 283 review. And I don't think this chapter has a name. It's called just number 283-75 from what I can see. So as far as I know, that's the title of the chapter name, -75. And I am guessing it's because of the 75% completion of Shigaraki. So that's my guess to what that means, guys, here. So this chapter was action-packed. Horikoshi just keeps dropping absolute aces. This chapter was crazy. We start off by seeing Group 1A and 1B. They are okay. So the last chapter, we saw a bunch of bodies scattered all over the place here, and we thought that classes 1A and 1B were absolutely decimated by Higantamachia and the rest of the League of Villains. Well, we weren't totally wrong, but it wasn't completely accurate. They threw the sedative into Higantamachia's mouth, but for some reason it didn't take effect. He instead went through some crazy transformation when Berserk mode. He has now some kind of crazy helmet on. He has gigantic claws. I don't know what's going on with his gigantic claws, man, but he is tearing through the forest. And we see the destruction that he left behind, and it actually looks like a cannon or some kind of laser blew through the entire forest. I mean, he leaves legit destruction wherever he goes. And it's crazy that Momo says the only reason we're still alive is because they didn't see us as a threat, which is crazy. So they didn't even touch the kids. All he was focused on was going to his master to get to Shigaraki, with the League of Villains happily on his back. Here you see Dabi's enjoying himself. He's riding along, and the rest of the League of Villains are kind of somber. They're just there. They're going for the ride. Obviously, it's been a crazy day for them. But we see that the Class 1A and 1B students were kind of saved by other heroes. We see Fat Gum, we see one of the big three there, I forget his name, and we see another hero called Majestic. I don't know if we've seen Majestic much, but he creates these rings and puts all the students on them and floats them to safety, which is really cool. I don't think we've seen his powers. I'm really interested, but unfortunately, I can't tell what happened. I don't know for sure, but it looks like Higantamachia absolutely shreds him. So, because he's got these big, like I don't know if his body got even bigger or something, but he's got like these spikes on his hand now and these crazy claws, and he just tears through the heroes. And now the students of 1A and 1B are questioning their decisions. Was it the right decision to go after Higantamachia, to get involved in the fight, to step in when the when the heroes said not to kind of stay at the back, stay safe, even though Higantamachia was going towards them anyways here? I thought it was the right decision. Your heroes, step in, try to do something. That's all we ask of heroes. So do your best, give it your best, and we'll love you guys. So I think it was the right decision. Unfortunately, it just didn't work this time. That's okay. That happens here. They're obviously dealing with some kind of freak of nature. A calamity is what the old doctor calls him. So we kind of shift over to see the destruction he's laying behind him here. And he's in some crazy berserk mode. Like I said earlier, he's got these crazy like dagger teeth now. It's crazy, and his eyes are covered with like I don't know what it is. It looks like cement, like Cementos put cement over his face and he can't see now, like kind of blinders for a horse. I don't know what's going on with him here, but the old doctor is pumped. He's like, you don't say. That guy's actually headed this way. That guy is a calamity. He'll leave destruction anywhere he goes. And we find out some new information that I don't know if we knew before, that the Nomus were modeled after Higantamachia. I didn't know that. That's a really, really cool note that's put into this chapter, that the Nomus are recreations of Higantamachia. He says every king needs foot soldiers, and the Nomus are supposed to be foot soldiers, and then they've got the lead foot soldier, Higantamachia, and the Nomus are just modeled after the big guy. So I'm crazy interested to learn more about Higantamachia. Obviously, he's so broken. I mean, he's a massive, massive creature who can go berserk mode, can't be stopped by normal means. So I'm sure if a couple of the main heroes put themselves together in a normal environment, they may be able to slow him down or take him down. But when he's on the run and going berserk, he's trying to get to Shigaraki as best he can. I don't think anything's stopping him. It'll be interesting to see if the sedative eventually kicks in here. Just takes a while because it's a bigger human being or whatever he is. But Present Mike looks shook by this information that he's getting from the doctor. So really cool scene. Love the information we're getting about Higantamachia and the Nomus and what everything is coming together. But we shift over back to the fight with Shigaraki, Deku, Todoroki, Endeavor, and everybody else. And a cool moment, Todoroki helps his dad by creating an ice wall around his body to help cool him off. Obviously, when Endeavor gets too hot, his body starts to shut down, and Shoto is the perfect balance between hot and fire that Endeavor never had. So he uses his ice powers to cool him down. He said, if anything, it'll help with the discomfort here. So that was a really nice scene between them, seeing their relationship kind of come back together after all the crap they went through at the start of the series. So really cool scene, but they're not out of the woods yet. Deku is so pissed, so horrified. You see his pure anger in his face, but he's crying at the same time for his master's pain. Obviously, Eraserhead cut off his leg. We get confirmed in this chapter that they need to elevate his leg. And the lock guy, I want to say his name is Locksmith, but that isn't right. This is like Lock Rock or something. He's like, Deku, run. And Deku's like, no. He's steadfast. He's staying put. He's determined to get Shigaraki for what he did. So really cool seeing him, and Shigaraki just looks at him like, well, time to die. So really cool scene. But as soon as Shigaraki's about to make his move, his body from shoulder below right to the midline of his chest just rips in half. Crazy scene. And he looks up and is like, what's the date? He thinks he woke up when it was supposed to be the time for him to wake up. But we know he woke up only at 75% completion of the installation of All for One. He was getting All for One transplanted to him. Not everything was completed, so his powers are not complete. That's going to be insanely important, which is where the chapter name comes from, 75. So that's crazy. So his body can't keep up with all the power it's using. He cannot keep up with the full All for One power structure. So really interesting. Deku remembers this and starts to make his move, but Shigaraki's like, whatever, my hyper regeneration is working. He turns it on, starts to regenerate here, and as he goes to destroy the ground with his rust power, Deku jumps in the air, and this scene was crazy. I didn't even know he had this power. He uses Black Whip, grabs all the remaining heroes around him, including God dang it, Gran Torino. There we go, including Gran Torino, and he uses Shimura's float power. He says that one for all, the seventh user Shimura's, and Gran Torino is the one to say this out loud, and he's using float, and Deku's like, up here is where I'll beat you. I swear it with all I got. So now Deku's got the advantage of the sky. He can use the float power. I don't know when he developed this, if he was training behind the scenes and we never got to see it. I know he accessed the powers from previous One for All users, but I don't remember him talking about using the float power, if he had any conversation with Shimura at all about it, because he remembered talking to some of the users, but he hadn't been able to talk to all of them yet. So really interesting scene. That's where the chapter ends. Deku's about to lay down the wood on Shigaraki. Shigaraki's like practically cut in half right now, and Deku has developed more powers, and he's about to lay down a massive attack. I cannot wait for next chapter, guys. This chapter was insane, from Higantamachia's Berserker mode to seeing class 1A and 1B being okay. Eraserhead's leg is officially off, and now Deku Shigaraki round one of I think many is about to begin. So guys, what a chapter. Comment below with your favorite part of the chapter, your thoughts on Deku developing the float here. If it's just a one-off, he didn't really know, he's just using it based on pure rage and emotion, or if he trained with it. What are you guys' thoughts on that? And your thoughts on Higantamachia's Berserker mode, guys. Can he be stopped? And if so, name a hero that can stop him. So that's my review, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all the good stuff. I'll be back again next week with my another review. Guys, again, another late video. I'm sorry. This is the only time I have to do it, and I really wanted to do it, guys. So this is it. Have a great night. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Have a fantastic day.